Welcome back, my dear students. So in this lecture, I'm going to go over some of the things, that this CLI does for us with this file structure. And I'm going to go through the file structure here. So we created this project with the CLI, a command line interface, and it created all these folders for us. Now, keep in mind that it configured a lot of things for us as well. For example, it configured Babel, and it also configured Webpack. Remember, Webpack is going to bundle all our files. And Webpack is a program that is going to have other plugins, like the Vue Loader in this case, which is going to be responsible for, the Vue Loader is going to be responsible, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Right here, the CSS loader, the Vue Loader right here. This plugin for Webpack is going to be responsible for compiling the Vue components. Our components are going to be in a separate file now. They're going to have a .vue extension. I'm going to show them to you in a minute. And this Vue Loader is going to be responsible for, processing that file. And we also have the Babel. Okay. So the Babel loader is going to help us transpile the ES6 JavaScript features into ES5 so other browsers can understand it. So these are the main plugins that Webpack is going to have. Webpack is doing a lot of things behind the scenes, guys, a lot of things. So once you have this folder, once you are inside this folder, you can see that I am, just execute npm install, okay? And then once you do npm installed, you're going to do npm run dev. That is going to run our development small server. All right, it's going to act like a server. It's going to allow us to see our project in the browser. Okay, just like that. Oops, what in the world did I do? Just because I didn't want to type. I'm becoming so lazy. Let's come back here. You can see our server right here. You can see our application. Okay, so real quick, we can also run npm run build. These are the scripts right here in this package.json. For those of you that don't know about npm is going to have a package.json with all our dependencies, a reference to all our dependencies that we are going to be needing. Okay, it's going to download all those dependencies inside this node modules folder. And then we can do imports and refer to those dependencies, those packages in our program. You're going to see that later on. Okay, so when we do npm run, we are executing these scripts right here. Right now, we're going to be executing build. Build is going to run this file with node. Okay, npm run build is going to create. You're going to see this in a minute. All right, don't make me look bad in front of my students. Let's see what it's going to do. All right, I'm going to pause it and come back, guys. All right, npm it's build. Let's try this again. I don't know what my IDE is playing tricks on me like this. All right, npm run build like this. There we go. Now we're going to get this folder, and it's going to be a distribution folder. Now what it's doing is it's grabbing everything in your application and it's compiling it. Okay, it's grabbing everything that it needs. And let me see if I can find the Webpack config here. I thought it was inside here. There we go. This one here, this template, and each template is going to have the Webpack config and a different file in different folders. All right, not every template is the same. Remember that the template that we are using, that we based our project on, is called Webpack. We also have other templates like Webpack Simple. Okay, there are other templates that we can use. Anyway, so in the Webpack configuration file, you're gonna find that it says it's gonna say all this, it's gonna have all this requires, but the main thing that it's going to be doing is going to go inside the main.js, which is our main file. Okay, it's located right here. Okay, it's gonna grab the information. This is the component, the app component. Okay, if you go to index, this app, okay, right here, this thing here, it's right here is we're getting injected. We're getting this. It's picking that up, right, with the element that we learned before, and it's injecting this component, which is becoming a tag element, okay, a HTML element like this. In reality, that's becoming something like that, but it's being injected, okay? That's just a little newer configuration there. See that? That's going to be the template. It's going to be injected. That's what it's doing, okay? And of course, once it injects that component, that's the app component, app.view, which is right here, okay? Now, you can see the component is app.view. This is a new extension. That's why we need the view loader in Webpack, okay? Each component, each file is going to be a component. And it's going to have this template here to have our HTML. And then it's going to also have a script tag that is going to always be exporting something out, an object. Of course, if you want to use other components or anything else, inside that component, you need to import it right here below, right inside the script tags. And then we're also going to have our styles. So in this case, we are always going to be styling our components right here. Let's say if you put scoped, this attribute here is going to allow us to have these styles only apply to our component. So every component has its own template, or every file has its own template, its own scripts, and its own styles. Okay? And every time we create a component, we give it a .view extension. Got it? Super simple, guys. And the only file that when we go online that is getting executed on the browser is when we do npm run build. It's going to be this index right here. And this index, of course, has connected these files, the CSS and the JavaScript. So every time we run npm run build, it builds everything that we have written in our development application. It puts it in this folder, and we can go ahead and drop that folder inside some type of hosting, and that's what's going to execute our files. Okay, that's what's going to show in our browser. Go to the main.js right here. One thing that I wanted to show you is that this is the same thing right here. This import is the same thing as having the script tag. Okay, remember the Vue script tag that we got from the CDN in their website? This is the same thing as having that. And of course, this is importing the whatever is getting exported from the app component, okay, from the app view. Okay, remember that this is what's getting exported out right here, this app, okay, right here. And that variable is going to have our app, and we're passing it down to component, okay, and that's creating our component. All right, so anyway, I think that's the main things that you guys need to learn, you know, for what's happening. Okay, just a little recap. If you want to listen to it, you can. If not, just go to the next video. Okay, so we're using Webpack with Vue Loader, Babel, and some other plugins to compile our files from ES6 to ES5, and to also, you know, convert our .view files. Okay, and we have a .view file right here actually. Our .view files into JavaScript stuff and CSS. Is going to be, the Vue Loader is going to be doing a couple things. Once it does all that stuff, we can run npm run build, right, and take all that stuff into our CSS and JavaScript, and then link everything in that index.html. It's just super simple, guys. It's just doing a lot of things behind the scenes, okay? And this, of course, is configuration files that we don't need to worry about right now. This is all our dependencies right here, okay? Some configuration files for production and development, okay? And our build file, where it keeps all the builds. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.